Coming straight to you from Victory Road Gaming and straight out of the Dragons Den, fresh off of a Nationals top 8 and World Qualifying playoff spot. We have the Dragon, Aaron Rupnarine, our latest YPL winner, with a deck profile. What did you play, Aaron?
I played Orcust Mitsurugi.
Not No-Mail, not Labyrinth.
Not No-Mail.
The world is definitely ending.
Yeah, time to play some better things.
So how was the tournament?
Well, I guess it was relatively easy. I don't want to say that it sounds disrespectful, but the deck was just
scrubs. Yeah.
Nah, the deck was just crazy. At no point I thought I was losing. Like, if they didn't kill me and I had an Orcust name engraved, or prayers in hand or anything like that, I know I was probably going to make an unbreakable for the next thing.
What was your Swiss record?
I was undefeated in the finals.
Nobody even came close. You guys should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get into the deck profile.
Alright, for the monsters, obviously Trigger suit. I played 2 hop because I wanted to keep the deck at 40. The deck already plays a bunch of 1-offs. Maybe I might try a bigger list and include some more things, but 5 normal summons. Okay, normal summon, that is full combo. Then the 1 of Orcust cards, 1 Nightmare, 1/1, 1 Simple Skeleton. You could play World Legacy Crown. It's someone.
Yeah, I saw some of the less regional lists playing that.
Yeah, it helps if you brick on like Skeleton. You could switch it off Eye, Cartier Eye, and still make some plays. But as I said, I don't want to play any more bricks.
You said you're too good and everybody else is a scrub, so you don't need that card.
And I just testing. I might play it, you know. We'll Babel and Crescendo, and we'll combo.
This card, it's been a while.
Yeah, so that is basically the Orcust engine there. I know to the.
You part of the engineering news?
I mean, to be fair, like everybody would be like Orcust cool, and then when I go like.
The funny thing is, most people on their profile saying that they use more of the Orcust and more of the Mitsurugi and less of the Orcust, but for you, I feel it's the other way around.
Yeah. It came up a good few times, but yeah, as I said, if I was able to stop them from playing on the crackback, the Mitsu stuff would just kill them. I think the standard stuff, 3 Havakri, 1 Murakumo. I did play Futsu. I don't believe it came up, but
If you're playing the full engine, you may as well.
yeah, it there like you could just spam the board with level 4s and have protection up. So yeah, I'll continue to play. 1 of each. 1 Aramasa, 1 Saji, 1 Kusanagi. And for the spells, I played Troopers.
I bet you $5 so you draw Saji at least 5 times today.
I drew that card so much. I just put it in an awkward position.
Time to play 2 Saji.
3 prayers and 1 ritual.
2 rituals.
Yeah, 2 ritual. Most times outside out 1 go in game 2 and game 3, but
I see a lot of people playing 3 though. 3 by 3.
as I said, I wanted to stick to 40.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, if I could probably play 3 pre-prep and the mirror in a larger list.
You're not using the other spell? The ritual spell from
No.
there? No? Okay.
You know, just sticking to 40. There are other variants where you can play like 46 to 48 cards and play those things. It probably work better, less chances of senior bricks. But opening this is not that bad. Because you can just, if you open this and get access to Murakumo, you can start with Murakumo. And it just feels way better than, you know, having to summon the Havoc Tree for one. And all the rest is just hand drops.
Yay,
3 4.
Konami, well done.
3 4, 3 Ash, 3 Joel, 1 Nib, 3 Dominus Impulse. Probably the most broken card in there. Played 1 Nib just to see it. And obviously, if you have 1 Nib in hand, you can just loop this over and over. Because you could go chill like 1 Nib.
Shout out to VRG's Kevin Singh.
Yeah, chilling 1 Nib and any of the Orcust names engraved chilling 2. You'll get locked into summoning only dark monsters. So you tribute the board and have Nib in hand.
Any times you had any conflict with the impulse on your wind hand traps?
I think the only time it came up, well, not even came up, was in top 4 against James. I forward him and then I impulse him and I draw it on next 4 and 2 draw. But he gave me like 9 or 10 draws, so it didn't matter at that point in time. Other than that, yeah, like I would just I would use all the hand traps and then keep the impulse for like the last thing. And yeah, well, the nib was good. It didn't came up where I had the loop where I could just keep nibbing them over and over, but when I did see it, I did see it. It just did for...
Your nib has special powers, or?
I mean, well, it did for one other reason, like the, as they call it, Trinity. Crossout, Call by the Grave, Talent.
Yeah, I've played first.
I think I resolved this once against Warris. Sean had just Talent and took his Crimson Dragon so he could do his stuff.
Crimson?
Yeah, Crimson Dragon. These didn't come at all, but you know, I couldn't play them. And I see that 14.
Well, you beat everybody and everybody's a scrub, so clearly it worked, right?
No, I did not see that. So.
Right? Side deck.
Side deck. True Judgment.
Probably need this again, you know, usually play main decks.
Nah, this actually cool. I think I passed with Impulse, Crescendo, and Judgment, and I was like, yeah, this game, yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Super.
All the men are scrubs.
Dimensional Barrier. Have to play it. You can probably play it across the target if you want to, but you get to trust them too.
Very good.
Purification. I did something going first, but I never really see it. But it just
supposed to kind of switch it.
Well, that's the thing. You can't do. I keep getting. I'll be pretty sure I get drilled every single game.
No, that's why I play Orcust now, right? So,
yeah. So. Yeah. I'll answer for Malice, the mirror match, and well, to be across the target. You know, everybody would be siding for Malice, so automatically they have 3 side cards immediately for the Orcust engine.
Yeah, but sided is across the target.
No. I was like, if they Lancia
too
me,
much big brain, no?
no, I didn't want to do it. Like if they Lancia you could still make like it depends on where you open. You could still set up like Dingerus on their turn, and you could just play with the Mitsu stuff. So you could go Futsu, Murakumo, set the quick play, and that should be enough. You could probably link into Dynamundo too. There's a crack card. The other 2 nib. Can't remember if I summoned this. As I was saying, I don't think so.
Your 1 nib to summon itself with 1 over again, bro. You don't need that.
Wait, it doesn't summon something, it just remains in the hand, you know? And well, the side card I don't like to play, but for some reason we still play it because I didn't make time to fix it. 2 Trust, 1 Lightning Storm, 1 Duster, 1 Changer. At some time during the tournament, I just stopped siding the scene and just start siding in the... Yeah, start siding in
Tell us about this thing right here.
Well, it basically won the game in my match against Fiend Smith Ubel and top it against Dave Romain. He passed with...
You take something on Crash Show?
No, I just took his Fenrir. I just took his Fenrir and I started comboing off, and if he activated anything, I just banished his 1 monster.
Good thing YouTube not charging everybody second. Right.
And well, this is MVP. Top 4 against Sean Morris. You know, he set 3 activate, deck lockdown pass, and he was like, duster me. So I dusted him. And I won that.
And then he died.
Yeah, and so onto the extra deck. New Broken Link for 4. Lil Girsu. I think people might know what it does, but once Babylonian Field, it makes everything quick effect, right? So on the opponent turn, just treat him anytime.
He
could shuffle up banished World Legacy or Orcust card, add it to your hand, and then shuffle it into your deck. And if you do, you could take control of 1 monster, your opponent control permanently. Is a non-targeted and take as well. Yeah, then if he was any extra monsters when he was sent to the graveyard during that turn, he could send that card on your field to the grave.
Very good.
Yeah, send 1 card on your field. OG Longer Soup, still good. It's something people doesn't, forget. They just put this stuff anywhere and it's like, alright, cool, just shuffle it with that. Double Galatea. 2 did not come up, but the one time I did play against Fenrir, somebody playing Kashtira. And they use the unicorn and rip 1. So if I was playing around 1, I'd probably be in a tough situation. Because I did play 1 off, because you just need to resolve it once. Because
kind of hard to pull, but yeah.
Crack Link 1. Probably one of the best. Well, as I say, Link 1's just be crazy. Once this card summons as it doesn't banish. It banishes our other Orcust card and grave to summon itself. And when it leaves the field, it goes back to the graveyard.
That's it.
Yeah. Double Ding didn't come up, but same thing as I said before in the last deck profile. Everybody's been playing Cash Tier down here for some reason.
Double ding-a-ling.
And well, the Dark Links. SP, IP, Dark. This came up, especially this thinking everybody else is like Aramasa, Saji, those things that's going up.
Murakumo.
Yeah. And Dynamundo, Broken Cut. The Link one and Gears 2.
Fellas, we're looking for a rarity upgrade for the boy. Looking
Does not,
little bleak out here. He's the YPL champion. Give him
Does
a
not
little
look
upgrade.
into Dark Monsters. So you're not putting on you can shotgun the first thing as IP, go into the shuffler with a card, and then some back Murakumo, bomb the board, and then you have a negative Murakumo.
Sounds
And then
spicy.
The remaining XYZs. One Typhon, I think came up once, but I was already winning.
As a card, either winning or you're losing already.
Yeah,
Most times
but
losing.
I think Urisu sent that card, and then
This card is very bad. Don't play it.
and Zombie Vampire. This is the bridge.
Very good card.
So 2 Lovely Rituals goes into this, and you can move and get to your Orcust engine. 2 Lovelates into Dingirsu.
Don't be like Cisco. Don't play the whole King Sarcophagus engine and still not make the zombie vampire.
2 level goes into Ding, and Ding goes into level 1. And if you have Orcust in your hand, you can just discard it and start playing from there.
So you can get it before you start comboing.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter in this deck. King A for Elements, because Girisuan Hopper could bridge into your Mitsu engine from this. And well, the one card that I put in last minute. And it came up once when I was drilled and I had 2 rituals in hand. I made this and somebody miracle from how I
Broken card.
tributed the foot. So yeah.
Thanks, Aaron, for telling me about this after I came back from the trip.
I told you before.
Yes.
But anyways, that is the deck profile. I 40 card even when undefeated.
Aaron actually bought Battle of Legends because Aaron is smart. And Aaron was able to pull his Orcust cards available at VRG, the number 1 TCG store that's actually open in the country. And make sure and get your Orcust cards. These guys get it. They came for their Orcust cards. And yeah, be good like Aaron, win YPL. So Aaron, tell us what's next.
Well, I don't know.
OTS Championship?
OTS Championships, you know, may have a regional coming up soon.
I don't know.
You know, yeah, but it's a fun deck. I just built it thinking it would have been fun. I just thought it actually very good. The
Aaron
deck,
actually playing decks that he's have fun with now. Look at that. Yeah.
the deck resilient, like it doesn't just die in one turn. Like it have a few times why
Not like Mumil, where you beat yourself.
listen.
Shout out.
Well, the man behind the camera, Rishi, the VRG team, Lutch, the boys, Buju,
Team
Jones,
Captain Buju.
Team
We're
Captain
launching
Buju.
the competitive roster for VRG, Yu-Gi-Oh! One Piece Pokemon groups very soon.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more. Big
Jones.
deck profiles.
The biggest fumbler of the year, Kevin
Mr.
Singh.
Exo.
Kevin Singh. And yeah, shout out to James. James made top 4 too. Absolutely rinsing.
Buju second place.
JK.
James top 4. Sean Morris top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good overall show my older boys. Mukesh, Nathan Gopal did not top. Unfortunate.
Wow.
But yeah, that is it.
What can I make out of that?
Undefeated Orcust Mitsu, broken deck. Yeah, that is basically it.
Alright, VRG out.
Yeah.
Until next time.